never showed it to anyone.
Oh my god, Alexis. Did you always want to start a brand?
Yeah, since day one, because when I started with this before, I had no idea doing makeup, by the way. I just used my training in painting because I've been taught how to do paint.
Like Danny Sands.
So I knew how to make colors, textures, etc. So I usually use the same. So I bought the bag. But when I started to experiment on set.
The French way, we'll call this.
Yes.
Crazy way. And I realized that I was doing liquid eyeshadows, but at the time I'd never seen this any.
Yes.
Velvet lipstick, colors, pigment.
Because they would even powder down cream-based lips.
Like, why am I not seeing this fun stuff on the market? But it's funny because it was never in a rush.
That is really
I just thought I'll be ready. And I even like, when Lauder came to me, I was supposed to work on it and I stopped. I was like, such a right on opportunity. I'm gonna do that first. Like, I almost actually needed a kick in the butt that I got. My time to do it because it's like very scary.
So what was the kick in the butt?
I was on set with a very famous brand that was actually shamelessly puppying me, but like,
oh shit.
Institution were there and they were making jokes about it. Well, I mean, at least they still hired me.
Right.
And when I saw the campaign, that was girl at the cafe, like nobody's
lifestyle, French lifestyle.
I've been both. And I realized like I don't want to keep doing content instead of inspiration for other brands to do it instead of me. And anyways, like they have no idea what I want to do, but still I felt like I just gotta do it. And I saw with Lauder, my collection was like it was working.
Did you do like Violette X Estee or just you did create direction for their brand?
So I did for them. They wrote Violette at the packaging.
Okay. But you got to go to the lab and you got to go through the development process. Yes. That's amazing. So
that's where you learned, right?
I was in Toronto doing it.
You have to understand that like these influencers, founders of today, they don't have those examples. They don't have archives like this. This history. You have like a deep, passionate love affair with this industry.
Yeah.
And like you waited for your moment and then you stepped into it. Like it's a very different experience.
Yeah, it took my time.
I think it's a story that should be told. People should know more about your background.
Yeah, it's funny, like I was saying like this, usually I never show my way of working and and suddenly I'm doing it more and it's not that I was shy or anything, it's just that I felt sick in school with work.
Yeah.
But I've realized that people were drawn to it.
It's special.
So you understand the product on an emotional level almost.
Yeah.
Now I'm sharing more and more of how I work.
It's intimate.
It's still very, Well, I'm happy to share with you because you have the understanding of the industry and the product development side. We can't.
Yes.
There's a respect. There's an extreme respect.
You understand.
Yeah.
It's very nice for you to share that with you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for having us.
There would be customers of yours that would die to stand in this room.
We should do something.
This is beautiful. This is special.
These are your kids? Get out of here.
This is so cool.
I never showed it to anyone.
Oh my god, Alexis.
Where did I get some?
Look, we still some leftover.
Wow.
So it's from the 50s.
And you bought this
That's
like
when you see that it was a kit. Yeah, I got this from the 50s, vintage. It was in my house. I was like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna use it.
I can't believe you
Maybe some fall flashes to it. I'm sorry it was clean. I started quite early to celebrate makeup.
These kids are such a vibe.
They're so cool.
Like it's been smaller.
Because then you knew, right? And you were like, okay, we're gonna edit it.
That's wild.
And so these are my collection of pigments. I have everything. And they traveled with me from campus here.
Wow.
I just went to flea markets and it was very thing like this like old pharmacy bottles.
That's so cool.
And that will be exposed.
Yeah, you need to do a little pop-up here because people would lose their minds. You just have such a cool taste. And such a
because your HQ is like a museum.
It's
right?
Like, yeah.
I struggled to express myself and the brand was so clean I had to express it.
It's really hard.
You express it through art.
And then they get to be with me.
And I'm assuming you're very sensitive to your environment.
Yeah.
Like, so you want it to be beautiful around you while you're making beautiful things. Like
So this is some of my like old books from 2018.
Yeah.
That was from but one of my collection is color actually.
Wow.
So I would
This is so cool.
build
You're sketching.
Yeah.
You're sketching your product development. Literally, like this is your product development.
Did you see it as product development when you did this?
It's purely product development for me. It looks pretty, but it's actually very serious in my head. So I would go to the lab and then see this is where I'm like, okay, the color match. See, it matches.
Yeah.
Here I wanted to mix up these two fabrics that match. So I had that for every single eyeshadow.
When you were working with water.
You see, when you send your PR with that kind of sketch, the one that was on the first page, that's what we love.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Like this is me mixing pigments, like this too.
Yeah, you want to get to the shade that you love. Or the pearls even. The
Wow.
fact that you can even draw this, first of all, like, it's just awesome. Well, yeah. Not many people that develop products are also artists who painted. There's a handful.
It's so fun, like there was when I was
The fragrance.
fragrance. I wanted it to be like this purified bubbles that look like this.
Did you guys end up custom doing the bottle?
Oh, I was very lucky. I felt like a guy that had a bottle that was the same but big. And so he shrinked it for me. He made it all to make it smaller.
This is so cool.
That's a lipstick from Kyoto.
Mm-hmm. I would say from Japan. Yeah.
I shall use that. They make it liquid.
Yeah, like, because everyone just keeps those hands around for days.
I love the kissing page.
I know.
Yeah, it's like when I swatched. Oh, that was
That's the
so...
Mizu. This is
Yeah.
the cheek.
That's Mizu blush. So when my first daughter Ines was teething, she had this little pink.
We read it on the website.
Yeah.
Your founder notes. Yeah.
I brought a picture to the lab and I was like, this is what I need.
They must look at you like,
Oh,
is this woman out of her high?
It became a joke with the lab now because when I come with a big product to launch, they're like, okay, so I have to tell my team that it's gonna take. Love you, but
You know what you like.
You're a creative visionary. It's not the typical process.
no, it's not. I try to really inspire them too
Yes.
and treat them like they are artists.
Because they are.
And so I have to feed them so they understand dark but electric inside, like a turning on the light. There is electricity. And he was like, yeah, I see what you mean. How it all starts is because I've been traveling and collecting for years.
Yes.
So it's 20 years during my career. Because when I was with Dior as a designer, I traveled the world for them.
Yeah.
And so I gathered things. And as younger, I was just, this was flea market. And every little thing became an inspiration. These are candies. These are little screen.
The duochrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the start of how products start.
Is your home filled with art too, like this?
Art's everywhere. And I believe colors and art have vibration.
They do. They have energy. They change everything.
Yeah, like when you see this, don't you think of an eyeshadow?
Yes. I think of Night Porter, which was an ours eyeshadow when I first started.
I know this one.
Nobody has trinkets like this in their office. You know that, right?
Then I got from a shoot in one of the islands in Spain.
I've never seen black sand that thick.
These are how they used to present new candy samples to the French bakeries. In the 50s, they will put their new collection of candies in pan and present them. So I bought them with the candies at the time.
Yeah.
I had to boil them, remove them, and then put my pigments. So I have tons of those with.
Like the jars of the pigment.
Yeah, exactly. I have fascination for Japan, so
Yeah.
that's what you saw here.
Kyoto lip.
These are insane, like gold leaves that are with colors.
Oh, wow.
These are paint that I use as references for eyeshadow.
Yeah, these are incredible.
So whatever I'm working on at the moment will come here.
So this is like the master board of inspiration. This is like a raw material supplier. This is all Japanese pigments.
Yes.
You get inspired by making art out of the things you want to develop products for, right?
During the development process, you make art. This is so special to see it like this. Like you should have seen my ugly sheets that I have. I mean, I would be rushing like a crazy woman. This is a celebration of the process.
It's almost like when I do it, I'm in the zone. I need to create on paper.
I see that, which is amazing. It's like the story of the color, right?
It's so like mixing and seeing how many percentage. It's kind of my way. I'm super inspired by my starter story.
I love this.
This is us.
Yeah.
You look like little lipsticks.
Yeah.
You're like a little lipstick family.
I'm like, is that her or is that you? That's her interpretation of herself.
Yeah, she wants the lashes.
She thinks in beauty too, just like Alexis.
So I have all her stuff nearby.
That's amazing.
That's so cute. Are you
This
kidding?
picture is awesome. This actually looks like an aligned triangle.
Yeah.
A drawing from Papier, this artist that sent it to me years ago. These two are from artists I really love, so it's always so thoughtful.
This is your vanity.
Exactly.
Even this looks beautiful. I've never been in a conference room that looks this nice. Jeez, think about your conference rooms at work when you walk in here. Beautiful.
What? It's fully handmade. That's to me the best way to represent the brand.
Yeah.
When I do like a retailer meeting somebody and be like, how can I put in word who we are? I was like, I need to make a box that feels so it really looks like an art box shipping, you know?
That's amazing. It's so cool.
And then you have wood, brass, velvet, which is our
Textures.
textures.
I haven't gotten to smell this yet.
Really?
No.
Here.
Oh, rollerball. Okay. I remember seeing like the marketing a little bit. Wow.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna put it on me, and then in a few minutes we're gonna compare actually, because you're gonna see
This
it
is
doesn't
very-
smell the same on any of us.
This is my kind of fragrance.
Yeah.
Why? What is it? It's like
marine. It's fresh, clean. It's not like overtly floral, but it's very feminine. It's really pretty. I smell like ocean, coconut, solar.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the inspiration was. I love how the skin smell when you're at the beach, you're warm and salty a bit. And so I was like, how can we make something that smells like this? And you'll see it's gonna evolve in a way.
it's really cool.
It's the
Crushed ingredients.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so different on you.
Now I have to smell. I'm getting jealous. Wow.
You pull a lot of florals in your fragrance.
I do. I like rose because of that.
Mine is going a little more marine.
Yeah.
Hey babe, what are we doing?
We're about to get some makeup done
By who?
Violette herself.
Violette. You need a theme song. All this art, we need the music.
I think that the expression of it is just that, like, you look like you should be looking. You're enhanced. You're not a different person. It's not a full transformation.
No, we don't transform.
Correct.
We don't like to transform. We want to stylize ourselves. Fred's the fashion coach. Number one goal is to be happy, and we think that if we accept ourselves in the most raw version,
That's so interesting.
then we are free.
And has this shifted historically now in France? Like,
No.
this has always been the same.
Yeah.
Where you're celebrating your authentic natural
Yes.
beauty with little enhancements.
Exactly.
Red lip, mascara, there's no
That's
shadow, single swipe, less is more.
Contouring for lashes never really took off.
That's true.
It's not something that sells really. Some people do it, of course, but it's
Right.
rare. Just a different market. But at the end of the day, I think we are really working on acceptance.
I think it's really funny that you have a zit and Violette's putting the bandages.
Because I actually, and this is exactly when I did up my piece of
It looks
content on
exactly like the same
exact
zit.
place.
It's the exact same zit. The zit wanted
Yeah.
to say hi to you.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I'm sorry. This celebration of self is something that I think is so beautiful. And I think that it's something that the North American market is starting to really understand.
I'm glad because I want people to feel like they're born perfect. That's why we try to do pictures with almost station, little bit touchy. We don't use special model really person. Not that I work with models in cry, so I love that. But it's more that with friends, I use people in the street that I love. Like
That's amazing.
Just for
The brand is real.
yeah,
It's relatable. It's real.
we can relate to me more.
You're celebrating humans.
Yes, I hate every single color on concealer on the market.
I've heard this in some of your videos, and I was like, this is interesting. Tell us more.
So you're developing a concealer?
So I use this little palette to make my own colors.
This is the artist in you. Like, she's screaming. What's her name? That part of your personality, the original artist.
I am Violette.
Foundation on the nose. The nose really rarely needs anything.
The rest of your skin perhaps is also bare,
Yeah, exactly.
because this is the first thing that they're seeing, because
Yeah.
it's the extension. See, there's a beautiful philosophy.
So the only thing I'm gonna do is a bit of concealer, but very little, because that's gonna allow you to play with colors.
And you do some really amazing tricks with the Mizu blush
Yeah,
on the under eye.
it's
And I'm just like,
yeah, I don't do powder, but I do love this one.
the one, yeah, this the water break one. They're getting better. The powders, the
Much.
they really are. They've come a long way.
Your skin is good. You don't need to
I mean, all these compliments on my skin.
I know.
A new woman after all of these sessions.
Yeah, and I still don't have a proper skincare routine.
You do. I just change it too often.
I know. I can't stick with one product. This is dating a beauty product developer. She's always trying new things, and I never know where she puts anything.
There's a method.
She's never gonna settle into
No, she never settles.
Bisou blush. I love because it gives this like warm, fresh color.
This is like a true celebration of people's natural emotions.
Yes, absolutely.
When did you choose to do like the stick blush? I remember reading that you were really inspired by an artist, the way that the swirl of the painting and the colors.
Yeah, So during the Italian Renaissance,
Yeah.
they used to do that. If you look at neoclassic and Italian Renaissance painting, porcelain skin with this blood flow, flush, not makeup. It looks like the blood on the skin.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do. You have to do layers and layers
to get the effective pink
color. Right. So that's called the sfumato technique. Leonardo da Vinci was like one of the best. And if you look closely at his work, you can see the brush. That's crazy. Like it's insane. So I was like, we need to develop something like this with two different formulas,
mix
two different colors, and two different payoff, which
yes,
juice.
Yes, it is. That's why I was
But
like,
not so much more on the market.
I didn't know they were two different bases.
Okay, I wanted to lips.
This is something I need a French person to explain to me.
Okay.
The red lip fascination of the French culture.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. It's real.
It's real.
No, it's not a cliche.
Any powerful French woman I've ever met, I've met in a red lip.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It makes us feel.
Okay. So there's the emotional connection.
So when I do lip, I don't want eyes, but I like a little light. So I think it's really...
So you're gonna do a red lip on Alexis? She's like, duh.
One day when I want is to have a makeup artist that is the opposite of me in the style, do my makeup, and I do my style to her in just...
Oh my God.
Just so we can share aesthetic.
Yeah.
And see ourselves in somebody else's eye.
This is
Exactly. Yes.
what I said the other day, and it blew my mind. It's such an interesting experience because you're seeing your beauty through someone else's eyes.
Yeah.
She put glitter on your lips.
Yeah.
She has tricks.
So now that you've birthed this baby, this brand baby, where do you, now that you're feeling like clear, like where do you want to go?
So that's the thing, I'm clear finally on how to communicate the brand physically in a space that's not mine.
It's like the essence of the brand.
Yes, finally I cracked the code. So I'm really happy about this. So I feel confident now I can expand. And I'm very clear until 28 from products.
Amazing.
Because we do innovation, we start from scratch. So I know that, but the rest, I don't want to know.
Okay.
Well, you have to let it evolve, right?
I feel like I'm still working with the universe. Like,
yes,
I'm very clear on the soul of the brand and what I want to sacrifice on, but then let's see where it takes us.
The translation of just like when I even started to get introduced to the brand and use the brand, it's like if I had to think about your desire for people and now listening to you, is that they can find pieces of themselves in all these little pieces of art.
Well,
Yeah.
but
And it does take time. I feel like we're all doing our little part to like help people learn. First they're walking and they know what quality product is, about ingredients, why they things matter. And then it's like, then you can take them to the more romantic side.
Right.
And some people are full throttle ready for romance right now.
yeah, I'm so happy I feel that.
Yeah.
That's on the same page. And now I'm going to show you a trick, my trick, like, the V technique.
Yes. The V technique.
Most people follow the pigmentation, which makes the lip smaller. And so when I do makeup, I follow the volume, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's my lip. You cheated so much. I'm like, and that's actually your lip. Close your mouth, and that's the key. To always start with the mouth closed. You want to do the V. I'm just going on the volume part. So I go, if you want to see, do you see this white line?
Yeah.
That's her volume. So by going up here, I'm reaching the top of her volume. Then I'm going to go from the corner to the tip. Here, same, her volume is here, but here, you see it's hard to read because it's more like everyone, it's more smooth, that area.
Right.
Here I really see her volume. So I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to kind of like follow the logic of going from here to here. So I'm probably going to go a little bit under, because if I had to follow the pigmentation, I will do that, and that's going to curve the in. Oh, so
And I'll lose so much volume.
I did the V, and now open. I want to go from the corner to the top of the V. I also wanted to say what the outside
Phenomenal. Those are chiseled.
Oh, very thin.
Where do you get those?
on Amazon. Say that.
So your lip lining.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna get to the volume we just talked about. Where reach the corner.
The red lip looks so good.
When you look at roses, they have different intensity. It goes really dark and then it goes really bright. So I wanted a lipstick that was buildable. So the more layers you put, the blacker it becomes. And that's really hard to do. Yeah, we did. And so that means that I'm going to have one layer that goes everywhere. And then I'm going to add some layers on the outside corner to bring that dimension.
I love it. I think this looks so hot. Violette's putting lipstick on the lipstick lesbian. Yeah. I haven't seen you in a red lip like this in so long.
This is all I used to wear for a long time.
The last thing I like to do is I like to blur the edge to give this like, I don't know how to explain, something like lived in look. I take a brush like this. We can take a Q-tip as well. And I'm going to just...
Oh, interesting. And it like blurs it out.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see the glitter peeking through now. Oh, I see what you did.
This is a very sexy.
Look at you. You look so French.
Yeah, that's really like new French style.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, the best.
Oh, Alexis loves this stuff.
Okay, look and tell me how you feel.
This is the sexiest red lip I've put on in probably 2 years.
Do you see
At
do you see the shimmer poking
beautiful.
through of your V on the
Yeah,
top?
no.
That's
I mean,
so cool.
My lips look double.
Yeah.
What's the shade called again?
Amour fou. Do you know what that means?
No.
Crazy love.
Ooh! You captured the essence of Alexis.
Yeah.
Maybe Alexis is really a French girl at heart.
You look amazing.
No,
You look so good.
awesome.
I love this.
I'm excited.
I am very excited. I haven't seen a red lip in a long time.
Thank you so much. This looks amazing. I'm excited.
Voila. That's a perfect ending.